As a middle-aged man, Homer had somehow wet the bed. He hurriedly hid the soaked sheets, but the next day, he wet the bed again, and the wet spot was even larger than before. At that moment, an Indian deity appeared in his mind, telling him that if something bad was happening to him, it must be because of something he had done to others. This made Homer realize that his guilt over getting his co-workers into trouble must be causing him to wet the bed. So he immediately threw an apology party, preparing delicious barbecue for his colleagues, and even setting up a piñata for them to take out their frustrations.
So, I gotta know, do you guys forgive me?
After receiving everyone's forgiveness, Homer was sure he wouldn't wet the bed anymore, but the next day, he wet the bed again. In desperation, he pulled out a knife. Homer then sneaked into a store to buy something, but as soon as he stepped outside, a loudspeaker blared.
Homer Simpson, you forgot your receipt for your adult bedwetting product. Homer Simpson, are you there?
That night, when Marge wasn't paying attention, Homer secretly took out the device. He placed the sensor pad under his bottom and connected the wire to an alarm. With everything set up, Homer could finally get a good night's sleep. But in the middle of the night, the alarm suddenly went off, waking Marge from her slumber. Homer quickly explained that it was just the fire alarm.
Whoa! What's going on? Is this a joke?
Left with no choice, Homer had to confess to his family that he had been wetting the bed. Marge accepted it quickly and let Homer openly wear adult diapers. But seeing him like that, she really couldn't get in the mood. Late at night, Marge, unable to sleep, wandered out onto the street, where she happened to run into Professor Frink falling from the sky after a failed experiment. To her surprise, Frink already knew about Homer's bedwetting. Bart had posted about it on Twitter. Fortunately, Frink had invented a machine that could enter other people's dreams. They could go into Homer's subconscious to find the cause of his bedwetting. Once the machine was activated, they found themselves skiing in Homer's dream. Then the Grim Reaper appeared, dragging a coffin behind him. Homer thought this might be a clue, so he immediately gave chase and jumped onto the Reaper's coffin.
What do you see?
Nothing. Typical dream nonsense.
The family fell off a cliff. Marge told everyone not to worry. Dying in a dream wouldn't actually kill them. Just then, Frink called her. It turned out he had forgotten to install a plugin, which meant that if the Simpsons died in the dream, they would actually die in real life. At this critical moment, Lisa said they had to fall asleep within Homer's dream. 1 minute in this dream layer was equivalent to 2 hours in the next layer down.
Dreams have rules? Everything has rules, Bart. Not me, when I hit the dance floor.
After Marge put the device on Bart, they prepared to enter the next dream level. In this dream, the family was waiting to see a therapist for a consultation. The therapist said that what Homer needed to face was whatever was inside the coffin, but Homer worried it would affect their marriage, so he refused to confront it. Seeing this, Bart opened the coffin for him. Countless fish came gushing out and quickly flooded the entire room. At the crucial moment, Lisa pulled out the device and brought everyone into her dream. In Lisa's dream, the Simpsons became actors. Bart didn't like this world, so he took the family into his dream. This dream was filled with beer and food, the deepest desires in Homer's mind.
Welcome back, handsome.
Marge, this is my friend Keki.
Just as Homer was enjoying himself in this dream, the sheriff burst into the Simpsons' house with his men. They ordered Frink to unplug the wires from the Simpsons, but Frink refused. During the struggle, the device fell to the ground, and the dream world began to collapse. A giant beer bottle toppled over, and the Simpsons were swept by a tidal wave of beer toward 2 massive gears. Seeing this, Homer quickly had the family throw countless mows at the gears to slow them down. But then, the sheriff and Professor Frink knocked the device flying during their fight, accelerating the collapse of the dream world.